In this session, let us understand what are different ash handling systems that are used in thermal power plants. So, the ash handling system are used in the thermal power station are of very importance because it occupies major space in the thermal power station as around 20 to 30% of the coal which has used has been having the ash content. So if it is a indigenous coal, surely around 30%. If it is a foreign coal, we may get 10%. So volume of the ash will be land occupied will be more. So a 200 megawatt plant produces around 60,000 tons of ash per annum. Hence a large area is required to dump this waste and proper equipment is required. So in the ash handling system we can see here the fly ash. The fly ash is nothing but the very fine particles of the ash, right? And it has to be sent to the electrostatic precipitator, what we have already discussed in the thermal power stations. Then it goes to the ash collector, right, collected from the trolleys, right, either pneumatic or a hydraulic system, then ash transport to the disposal site, or else I can send it to the cyclone separator to induced draft fan. ID fan is nothing but induced draft fan, then to the chimney or a stack to the atmosphere. Here the handling of the ash includes removal from the furnace and transfer from the furnace to the storage area. The handling of ash is a problem as the ash coming out of the furnace is hot, dusty and accompanied with some poisonous gas. Generally, before handling the ash from the furnace, it is first quenched in water for following reason. It reduces the temperature, it dilutes the ash, that reducing the corrosive characteristics. The large lump of ash clinker get disintegrated, means it comes into the smaller size, and on quenching dust particle, which is otherwise a big problem with the pollution board, will be get reduced. The requirement of good ash handling systems are: the capital investment should be low, it should be able to handle large quantity of ash. As I told, if the foreign coal is used, it may be not continuous, but if it is indigenous coal is used, the ash handling system should be monitored for its continuous operation. It should be capable of handling the clinkers. Clinker is nothing but the coal with the ash joining, becoming a massive structure. It should operate with the minimum noise. It should not make noise in the pipelines. It should be capable of handling ash for a different chemical composition, because its pH value surely increases and it should become corrosive. So the damage to the pipeline should be taken care. It should handle effectively both hot and wet ashes, and it should be corrosion and wear resistant, so that it will have a more life period. You should have high ash handling rate to deal with the sudden change in the operating conditions. The type of ash handling systems are, there are four types of ash handling system. One is a mechanical handling, second one is hydraulic handling, third one is pneumatic one, and fourth one is a steam jet handling. Let us see the first one, that is a mechanical handling system. In the mechanical handling system, from furnace, here the three furnaces have been shown, or three boilers have been shown. It comes to the conveyor belt where the water trough has been provided at the bottom, and ash is taken from the bunker to the truck. So this is generally used in the thermal power station for effective ash handling. Let us see the features. This system is generally used for the low capacity power plants, and here I want a water seal, right? Because I don't want to make it as a 100% water, right? The ash, therefore it has to be handled with a care that it has to reduce the temperature of the ash, but it should not be moist. The water soaked cooled ash on the belt conveyor is carried continuously to the ash bunkers. From the ash bunker, ash is transferred to the dumping site through trucks. The life is around 5 to 10 years. The capacity of this system is limited to 5 tons per hour. The major advantage of this system is a low power consumption. Let us see the next one, that is a hydraulic ash handling system. Means I am using with the water and mixing it for the in the form of slurry. This system of ash is carried at high velocity because as I am using the water, surely up to 10 meters per second I can go. Here there are two types of systems. One is a low velocity system, second one is a high velocity system. The presently what we are seeing is a low velocity system. Let us understand the low velocity system in a better manner. In this system, the hot ash from the furnace is discharged into the flowing water channel or water troughs. The water in the trough flow at a low velocity around 3 to 5 meters per second and carries ash along with it to the ash sump. In the sump, the ash and water are made to pass through screen so that ash is separated from the water. The separated water is pumped back for reuse while ash is sent to the dumping yard. The typical ash carrying capacity of this system is about 50 tons per hour and it can carry ashes up to 1 kilometer. In the high velocity, you can see the high pressure injection has been done, right, at different levels so that it will be taken with the higher rate. In the high velocity system, the hot ash from the furnace is quenched by a series of water jets. The hopper below the boiler are fitted with the high pressure water nozzle at the top on the sides. The top nozzle quenches the ash while the side one provides driving force to carry ash to the main sump. The cooled ash with the high velocity are carried to the sump where water and ash are separated. So this is taken up to 2 kilometers. Trough and sump of the system are constructed and using corrosion resistance material since the ash is highly corrosive. Let us see the advantages of a hydraulic system. It is clean, it is fully covered, it is take higher capacity or higher quantity. It can be easily taken to 1 kilometer distance. Molten ash can be handled safely because while handling the ash, it will be very hot and the person, the crew members, one who is working there, they will come with the contact with the ash to their gumboot and all, and the injuries are more that generally avoided in the hydraulic system. Next one is a pneumatic system where I am using the air as the media to convey the ash. In the pneumatic ash handling system, the ash from the furnace is crushed in the crusher to the small size. Here if the clinkers are there, it will be made into powder and conveyed further. This powdered ash and dust are picked up by high velocity stream of air and sent to the cyclone separator. Surely I want a compressed air system. Compressors are generally provided in the thermal power station that are used over here, right? And the system or the codices what you are studying or the software used or limit switches are required to see the level of the ash that comes to the hopper and that is going out of the hopper. The primary and secondary separator removes the dust and ash which pass out into the ash hopper at the bottom, while clean air is discharged from the top. The air is exhausted to atmosphere after passing through the filter. The collected ash is conveyed through trucks to the dumping yard. The exhauster used may be ID fan, steam jet or water jet type. If an ID fan is used, that is induced draft fan, suitable air filter and air washers are necessary for cleaning the air before release to the atmosphere, and it is used for the larger stations. When the large quantity of water is available, water exhausters are preferred. The ash carrying capacity of pneumatic system is around 15 to 30 tons per hour. This system is suitable for handling abrasive ash because the pH quality, the pH value will be very high. That's why these are used over there. The advantages are it can conveniently handle both fly ash and soot. Ash is handled in the dry state, so somewhere this ash blending in some production lines, right, they want this ash, so they prefer these ash rather than the ash which has been having in the mixed with the water. The system is highly flexible and conveyor pipelines require lesser space. It is economical system and cost per ton of ash discharge is low. The disadvantages are it makes more noise, right, than other system. The wear and tear of the pipelines will be make dirty, right? So when the pipeline get damages, you can see the jet of ash coming out of the pipeline. So we have to stop the pipeline and once start welding over there. This is suitable for small capacity of plants. Next one is a steam jet system. In this system, the steam is at a sufficiently high velocity is passed through the pipe and dry solid material for a considerable size. This is wherever I am having a steam power plant, there will be some excess steam or wastage steam. They make use of this steam jet over here for dumping. The high pressure steam jet, jet the high pressure steam pass to the direction of ash travel through the conveying pipe in which ash from the boiler ash hopper is fed. The ash is deposited in the ash hopper for further dumping. Greater wear of pipe due to abrasive action of ash. The operation of the system is noisy.